This is News 3 Now, live at 4, moving forward.
Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 4. New at 4, a member of the Sun Prairie Area School District's Board of Education has resigned.
Alwyn Foster announced his resignation today in a Facebook post, saying it was related to how the departure of former East High principal Renee Coleman was handled. Foster was elected to the board in 2021 and won re-election earlier this year. The announcement that Coleman would no longer serve as principal came in October, just months into the new school year. She's held the position since 2021 and no reason was given for her departure. Foster's post online reads in part, "My decision to resign is due to the mishandling of Miss Coleman's resignation and issues related to our black staff members historically. She is the latest casualty. She is not the first and sadly will not be the last. We've reached out to Sun Prairie School District for comment and have not heard back yet. As soon as we do hear back, we will let you know. You can receive updates to this story and all other news with the free Channel 3000 mobile app."
And some breaking news, CNN is projecting Republicans will maintain control of the House. The party now controls both chambers, which will pave the way for President-elect Donald Trump's agenda, and that could include sweeping tax cuts, hardline immigration enforcement, and a transformation of foreign and domestic policy. Let's get a look at your first warn forecast. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington is out on the patio. What are we looking at, Alex?
Well, Brady, I'm looking up at the sky and looking at the clouds because they're filling in. We've been talking about a rain event that's going to impact southern Wisconsin for some days now. And last night at the 10 o'clock newscast, I started mentioning most of southern Wisconsin will see rain because some folks will not see rain tonight. Let's take a look at radar 3000, perhaps a couple of sprinkles over towards Platteville, over down towards the Dubuque area. These are where the showers are just starting to get going, but they will work their way through parts of southern Wisconsin. Take note here, Future Tech doing a good job, 5, 6 o'clock southwest Wisconsin, but watch the showers really start to line up along U.S. Highway 151. That would be Dodgeville up to Madison, up towards Beaver Dam and Jefferson, south towards Monroe, Janesville, over towards Elkhorn. Those areas stand the better chances of seeing that persistent rainfall tonight. Areas north and west of Madison may not see much at all. Let's plan the evening here in Madison. By the time we get to 8 o'clock, some raindrops perhaps starting to fall on windshields and outside, out on the ground. And 10 o'clock, the rain should be starting to come down here during that newscast. Coming up in Maine weather, we'll show you the total amounts of water you can expect out of this weather event and if there's still snowflakes in the forecast.
What a tease. Thanks, Alex. Well, new today, Melissa Agard is sworn in as Dane County Executive. She succeeds interim executive Jamie Kuhn, who filled the seat when Joe Parisi retired in the spring.
Our Maddie Heim spoke with Agard today at her swearing-in ceremony, and she joins us now with more. Maddie?
Yeah, so Agard is not new to Wisconsin legislature. She served in the state assembly for 8 years before spending the last 3 in the Senate. More locally, she served 2 terms on the Dane County Board of Supervisors. That was back in 2010 and 2012. Now, as Dane County executive, Agard says she's hoping to continue fighting for issues she's been vocal about throughout her career.
But we've been on the right side of history with many of the issues that we've been advocating for. Union rights, the ability for hardworking people to be able to get ahead, cannabis legalization. We haven't crossed the finish line with all of those things.
At the ceremony, she discussed continuing to work on the fight against climate change, bolstering the Dane County park system, expanding mental health and addiction services, and focusing on economic development. And headlining her agenda, she says, is addressing the housing crisis that comes with Dane County's rapid population growth.
We also have some challenges. Dane County is growing exponentially. We have some generational issues that we need to move forward on.
Agard won the race for county exec last week with 60.9% of the vote, beating out Dana Pellebon, who received 37.8%. And with former executive Joe Parisi having retired from the role in May, Agard will finish out what was originally his term. She'll then campaign again for the seat in the spring.
Thank you, Maddie. After posting a video on X yesterday in which he did not concede, GOP U.S. Senate candidate Eric Hovde admitted he lost the race. Hovde appeared in an interview on 11:30 a.m. radio where he admitted he lost the election, but again stopped short of conceding. Hovde can still request a recount because his margin of defeat was less than 1 percentage point, at about 29,000 votes. In his post on social media, Hovde questioned the results of the election, which you can watch political reporter Will Keneally's fact check of his statements on channel3000.com.
Construction is underway for the new Amazon Fulfillment Center in Cottage Grove. Today, state, county, and Cottage Grove leaders joined construction teams and Amazon officials to break ground on the center on County Highway TT. This is the first Amazon Fulfillment Center in the Madison area and the second operations facility in Dane County. But today's focus wasn't on Amazon, rather the communities the new facility will affect.
We provided two checks to community organizations, one the Monona Grove Education Foundation. So many of the employees, their children, their families will likely attend the Monona Grove School District, and then also the Village of Cottage Grove's library project.
The facility is set to bring 1,500 jobs to the area and should be complete in the latter half of 2026.
This Friday, Madison's winter parking rules go into effect. The rules require you to park on a specific side of the street overnight so crews can plow when it snows. And odd-numbered days from 1 to 7 in the morning, park on the side of the street with odd house numbers. And then on even-numbered days, park on the side of the street with even house numbers. If you violate the winter parking rules, you have to pay a $20 fine. If you violate the rules during a declared snow emergency, that fine is bumped up to $60. The city could also tow your car if you don't follow the rules. There's a $115 towing fee on top of the parking fine. There are some exceptions to the rules, though. If you park in the snow emergency zone, you only need to follow alternate side parking during a declared snow emergency. That's the downtown Isthmus area and about 11 other neighborhoods. You can find a map of the snow emergency zone up on the City of Madison's website. On streets where parking is always restricted to the one side for the entire block, alternate side parking rules do not apply. Streets where parking is restricted to one side of the street for part of the block have to follow alternate side parking rules. Hope you wrote all of that down.
Wisconsin will receive nearly $1.5 million in federal funding towards efforts to make Wisconsin roads safer.
Dane County will get the majority of those funds, $1 million. The City of Madison will get money for the development of local safety agency action plans and supplemental planning activities to achieve the city's Vision Zero goal of having no road deaths by 2040. The Greater Madison Metropolitan Planning Organization will receive funds to support Fitchburg, Shorewood Hills, and Dane County to develop safety action plans. That money will also support Cottage Grove's active transportation plan and Verona's safe routes to school plan.
The rest of that money will go towards other counties, including Rock. $320 million will go towards the development of the Safety Action Plan, which includes demonstrative activities, including piloting high-friction surface treatment, wet reflective pavement markings, and chevrons on multiple curves in the county. This funding comes from the bipartisan infrastructure law President Joe Biden signed nearly 2 years ago. The $1.2 trillion bill included billions for America's roads, bridges, and public transportation. Wisconsin's proposed award total is more than $2 billion. The Madison area received more than $200 million so far. The projected end date for the doling out of these funds is next year.
Still ahead on Live at 4, President-elect Donald Trump has announced more picks for his cabinet.
Who he's chosen to run the country's Department of Justice when we're back.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
We're unboxing unbeatable values for your home every Friday in November because every day is like Black Friday at Bob's. And our first unboxing is complete dining sets for just $5.99. We're serving up stunning mid-century style with comfy Bobapedic seating, a timeless extendable set with your choice of finishes, height, seating, and more. All just $5.99. I know, it's emotional. So check back every Friday for a new unboxing because every day is like Black Friday when you dare to compare at Bob's.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need, because they're a part of them, because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
Sorry, I'm just a bit uncomfortable.
It's okay. What's troubling you?
It's my mattress. It's not comfortable.
It's a good thing you came to Slumberland. As your sleep counselor, I'll help you find the best mattress to solve your sleep issues.
amazing. I could get used to this.
It's the Black Friday mattress sale at Slumberland. Up to 60% off list. Or save up to $800 on select adjustable mattress sets. Visit Slumberland. Stop stressing and start sleeping.
How do you keep your teeth so white with all the coffee you drink? My secret? Lumino whitening strips. I mean, that is white. And because there's no sensitivity, I feel like I can use them more often. And you can get this at Walmart or Target.
Nobody wants to think about cold weather, but now's the time to winterproof your home. Is your house cold every winter? Your home needs foam. Are your heating costs too high? Your home needs foam. Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Your home needs foam. USA Premium Foam is over 35% more efficient than ordinary, weaker insulation. Winterproof now and get 0% financing for 72 months.
USA Insulation.
The best call I ever made was to Gruber Law Offices.
It was one call. They took care of me, and they'll be there for you. You made that one call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
President-elect Donald Trump says he'll nominate Representative Matt Gaetz to serve as Attorney General. The Republican congressman from Florida has been a Trump loyalist for years. He's currently under investigation by the House Ethics Committee for sexual misconduct, with the bipartisan committee saying the allegations against him merit continued review. The probe is looking into allegations of sexual misconduct and illicit drug use, accepting improper gifts, seeking to obstruct government investigations of his conduct, and more. Gaetz has denied wrongdoing, including ever having sex with a minor or paying for sex. Florida's U.S. Senator Marco Rubio is Trump's nominee for Secretary of State. Rubio's name was floated for the position previously, but not confirmed until this afternoon. The Florida senator was reportedly on the short list to be Trump's vice president before Trump chose J.D. Vance. This comes after Trump announced billionaire Elon Musk and former GOP presidential candidate and entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy will co-chair a newly created Department of Government Efficiency to dismantle government bureaucracy and slash excess waste.
Republicans in the Senate will operate under new leadership. Today, the GOP elected South Dakota Senator John Thune as their majority leader. Thune is 63 and in his 4th Senate term. He will replace Kentucky's Mitch McConnell, the longest-serving Senate party leader. Thune's held the position of Republican whip since 2019 and is considered more traditional, like McConnell, and has publicly broken with Trump in the past. After being elected, members of the media asked Thune questions about what his leadership will look like, including on the fate of the filibuster.
Will legislative filibuster remain unchanged under your tenure?
Yes.
Despite their past differences, Thune's promised to work closely with Trump and confirm his cabinet nominations as quickly as possible.
Earlier at the White House, President Joe Biden and President-elect Donald Trump met at the White House, upholding a long-standing tradition between two presidents as they begin the peaceful transfer of power. Putting their differences aside, the two sat down together in the Oval Office.
Politics is tough, and it's in many cases not a very nice world, but it is a nice world today, and I appreciate it very much. A transition that's so smooth, it'll be as smooth as it can get.
You'll remember this is a tradition that did not happen 4 years ago when the roles were reversed.
And ahead of Trump's inauguration, special counsel Jack Smith plans to resign. Smith brought 2 cases against Trump, one involving classified documents Trump kept after leaving office, the other involving his efforts to overturn his 2020 election loss. In July, a Trump-appointed judge, Eileen Cannon, dismissed the classified documents case. Smith and the Justice Department are now spending the days leading up to Biden's departure, deciding how to wind down the election subversion case. Before he leaves, Smith will have to leave a final report of his findings with the DOJ.
The FBI has a U.S. government employee in custody for allegedly leaking highly classified intelligence about Israel's retaliation plans against Iran. Asif Rahman had top security clearance with access to the documents allegedly posted on Telegram in mid-October. They had markings indicating they were meant only for the U.S. and its Five Eyes allies. Authorities arrested him Tuesday in Cambodia. He was indicted last Thursday for willfully retaining and transmitting national defense information. The DOJ is asking a federal judge to move him to Virginia to stand trial.
Today marks 2 years since 4 Idaho of University students were murdered. The stabbings rocked the small town of Moscow, Idaho. The trial of Brian Kohberger will take place in Boise rather than Moscow. This is at Kohberger's request for an impartial jury. Kohberger was arrested in late December 2022. The 29-year-old is facing 4 counts of murder for the deaths of Ian Chapin, Zaina Kernodle, Kaylee Goncalves, and Madison Mogan. The trial is currently set to begin next year in June.
Multiple retailers, including Sephora, Home Depot, and Kohl's, are denying claims they donated to President-elect Trump's campaign. The companies have been the subject of viral social media videos calling for boycotts. Federal law bans corporations from directly contributing to a candidate in federal elections using general funds, though they can support super PACs.
New consumer inflation reports out today. It shows in October consumer prices rose 2.6% from a year earlier. That's up from September's 2.4%. Housing-related inflation accounted for half of the monthly rise. And while airline fares are up, the average price of gas is down. Overall, inflation has been eased considerably since it peaked at 9.1% in June of 2022. October's increase was the first time the annual rate bumped higher since March.
The inflation numbers don't move in a straight line. They go up, they go down all around in a given month, but the trend lines are still moving to lower inflation.
Underlying inflation appears to be stable. That leaves the Federal Reserve on track to make additional rate cuts in December.
Lunchables will no longer be part of the program that provides free and discounted meals to millions of low-income children. Kraft Heinz will remove the meal kits from the National School Lunch Program because demand did not reach its target. It comes after consumer advocate groups tested school versions of the popular prepackaged snacks and found high levels of lead, sodium, and cadmium, a chemical element.
More financial woes for Spirit Airlines, which saw its shares plunge more than 50% in early trading today. This comes after the Wall Street Journal reported Tuesday that the company is prepared to file for bankruptcy. Talks with Frontier Airlines to possibly buy Spirit broke down recently. The company's stock is down 89% year to date, and it reported operating losses of $360 million in the first 6 months of the year.
Apple is out with a new feature to help people find lost luggage. In the Find My app, users will be able to generate a link to an AirTag's location as part of the Share Item Location feature. They can then share that location link with third parties, like airlines. This feature can help people keep track of their luggage while flying. Users can disable the link at any time.
And let's get a look at your first morning forecast. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington is here with more. Alex.
Yeah, speaking of tracking, we're tracking rain showers overnight tonight as part of the 3 things you got to get out of the forecast. Then we'll see a period of dry weather as we go Thursday night through Saturday. And yes, there still is that potential for a wintry mix next week. A little bit more on that in just a bit. Let's track the shower activity. Nothing really here in Dane County. And I was just out on the patio. There were no raindrops at this point in time on radar 3000. You have to go off towards the south and towards the west, near the Mississippi River, over towards Prairie du Chien and Platteville, maybe perhaps up towards Viroqua, over towards Richland Center. These areas in southwest Wisconsin are very likely not going to see the heaviest rainfall out of this weather event. Our Queen Bee Radio Skycam also confirming cloudy skies, maybe some raindrops out there or just to the west of Platteville. Let's track. Now, Future Track is doing a brilliant job capturing those few showers over southwestern Wisconsin at 6:30 and right now. But look what happens as we go towards 10 o'clock. The bulk of the shower activity is pressing off towards the south and towards the east. Let's paint the line here along U.S. Highway 151, including Madison, Watertown, Jefferson, Platteville, Darlington, Monroe, Janesville, over towards Elkhorn. Better chances for the shower activity as we go through tonight. Notice areas north and west of Madison, more in the sparse activity with this rain event across the area. And then it pivots off towards the east. The showers end after we get through the rush hour Thursday morning. Breezy conditions, and maybe we see a break or two in the skies on Thursday. Here's the expected amounts. 1/10 of an inch out towards Richland Center. Let's say 1/4 of an inch at most near Lone Rock, maybe a 1/2 inch at most in Madison. Friends off towards the east might see upwards of 3/4 of an inch over towards Jefferson, Watertown, Janesville, and over towards Elkhorn with this event. Now, we've been talking for days here to give you a heads up that there's the potential we could see a little bit of wintry weather as we go out into next week. It is still looking active through the middle and perhaps even through the end of the week, starting off with a rainy and breezy Tuesday, transitioning over to cold enough temperatures as we go from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, going on into Saturday. Look at the temperatures, highs by day, falling into the 30s by the end of the week. Look at the low temperatures as we go into Thursday night. And then again, Friday night, cold enough in the 20s that if we do have precipitation still with a meandering area of low pressure, we could see more in the way of snow shower activity over rain shower activity. And if we have those nighttime lows in the 20s, we could get maybe just a little bit of a light accumulation. Now, this is way out in the future. Definitely be tuning into our live newscast, our First Warn weather app, channel3000.com. We'll keep you up to date on that weather system for next week. Now, we have not had any snow in our forecast for the short term, so any of the pictures that we're going to look at here, no snow yet, but maybe by the time we get a little bit later into next week, we might start seeing some snow photos showing up in our gallery. This is from Beloit. Thanks, Jim. This is the sunrise this morning. Another sunrise. Look at that. Almost kind of a fiery orange, kind of a dramatic way to wake up. Thanks, Glenn from Broadhead, sending us this photo. Let's see if we have some more of that fiery skies out there. Kim sending us this from Jefferson County. And while yesterday was a bit on the breezy side, we've had some breezy conditions. That's what we would suspect in fall. Thanks, Eric, for sending us this photo of Lake Mendota. So all very fall-like pictures, the orange skies and the windy conditions. But again, later next week, we might be seeing some photos with snowflakes.
When are you going to make an official calendar of all of these amazing photos that we're getting?
That is a brilliant question. Sorry to overtalk you. We used to do that. That's a great idea. We need to get back at that.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, beautiful colors. That one with the very red sky in the farmscape, that was very impressive.
I know, those beautiful sunsets. Hope we continue to see those. Well, up next on Live at 4, with Americans expected to spend a record amount of money for the holidays.
Some are choosing buy now, pay later plans, the potential financial pitfalls when we come back.
Right now at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we're making new smiles more affordable. Save 15% on most treatment plans over $1,000. Call 1-800-DENTURE today. Offer ends November 27th.
Go ahead and smile.
Discover a level of comfort you never thought possible. Discover stressless seating at the Century House. Designed to harmonize with your body's natural movements, it's the premier destination for relaxation and rejuvenation. Right now, take 10% off all stressless recliners, sofas, tables, and ottomans. The Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Are your home's tired, leaky gutters saying, rain, rain, go away? Is your basement at risk of flooding? To the rescue, Fry Construction and our Absolute Gutters. Our gutters are custom fabricated on-site for a perfect, seamless fit that's engineered to excel. Wishing for a break in the clouds? How about a sunny 29% discount on our Absolute Gutter System? To get this great deal, visit fryconstruction.com today to schedule your roof or siding replacement.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
I just this morning made a new hole in my belt, so that was super exciting.
Why are women everywhere choosing Sonobello, the advanced solution for permanent fat removal?
I saw the results immediately. It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all, and my abs haven't been this flat since before I had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sonobello's best offer of the year. Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
Check it out, Snatch Waist. Loving, loving, loving the results.
It will change your life. It did for me.
Call 1-888-510-6198 now or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, lease a new 2024 Tacoma for $299 a month or get 3.99% APR for 72 months on a new Tacoma. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Let Affordable Dentures and Implants help you get a new smile. Right now, save 15% on most treatment plans over $1,000. Call 1-800-DENTURE today. Offer ends November 27th.
Go ahead and smile.
We are now in the official holiday shopping season, at least according to Adobe Analytics, and researchers there say they're expecting record online spending.
Oh, I bet. Karen Kaifa is here with a look at how much higher the spending could be and a way shoppers are increasingly choosing to pay.
It's hard sometimes. It's just hard.
Bella Canales is a Dallas mom of 3 who works full-time, as does her husband, and she says money is tight.
I actually make pretty decent money, but my goodness, when life hits hard. And it feels like when it rains, it pours.
Bella often uses Buy Now, Pay Later, or BNPL, loans which allow for short-term payoffs.
I've used it, I know, twice now at Walmart, Affirm to be exact, to buy my groceries because it's easier to do that than put it on an already maxed out credit card.
Buy Now, Pay Later allows consumers to purchase goods on an installment basis and interest-free typically.
Adobe's 2024 online holiday shopping survey predicts record buying with this method.
We're expecting about $18.5 billion to be processed through Buy Now, Pay Later, and that's just over 11% year-on-year growth.
The Federal Reserve Bank of New York found financially stable buyers choose BNPL to avoid paying interest and for convenience. Financially fragile buyers for credit and affordability. Adobe found most people wanted to free up cash or buy something they couldn't otherwise afford.
We do see average order values for Buy Now, Pay Later tend to be higher, and ultimately it allows people to kind of stretch the bounds of their budget.
I just would choose it over credit cards any day.
Bella Canales says her holiday shopping will include buying now, paying later, putting off paying until tomorrow what she can get today. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
It's weird that it's already the holiday shopping season yet.
I know, have you started getting on any of that?
Typically, I start kind of the week leading up, even a couple of days. Even though I say next year I'm not going to do that.
I do the exact same thing.
It's just like, if I don't have to deal with it, I'll wait.
Yeah, exactly. Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, all right, well, good luck to us all. We'll be right back.
You know you love it. You know you want it. And there's only one place like it, where you can get it. Seafood like no other. Mad Seafood Boiler. Order online for delivery or dine in today.
If you're about to replace your roof, stop. There's a solution about 80% less expensive. 9 out of 10 roofs can be saved by RoofMax. Guaranteed to extend the life of your current roof by 5 to 15 years at a fraction of the cost of a new roof. RoofMax's deep penetrating power restores flexibility and water protection. Nobody wants to replace their roof. Restore it instead with RoofMax for 80% less. Call now for a free roof inspection.
After careful review of medical guidance and research on pain relief, my recommendation is simple. Every home should have Salon Paws. Powerful, yet non-addictive. Targeted and long-lasting. I recommend Salon Paws. It's good medicine.
Shop the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. Lease a new Silverado 1500 starting at $355 a month, or a 24 Equinox EV starting at $279 a month. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromMadison.com.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
You know you love it. You know you want it. And there's only one place like it, where you can get it. Seafood like no other. Mad Seafood Boiler. Order online for delivery or dine in today.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're watching News 3 Now live at 4. Moving forward.
Very serene right now.
Look at that water.
Out there. Yeah.
Want to go for a swim? Or is it too cold?
I'll just get a lawn chair. You can go swimming, and I'll get a lawn chair and a blanket and be comfortable.
Your lifeguard.
Yes.
Perfect.
We're good to go, and we are waiting for a rainy night for most, Alex.
Sorry, I was chuckling listening about going swimming. Yeah.
You don't want to go?
No, I'll pass as well. Although if you want to get wet, you can always step outside as we go a little bit further into our evening. It will be a rainy night for most. And I want to emphasize last night during our 10 o'clock newscast, I started seeing some indications that not all of southern Wisconsin will see this appreciable rain event tonight. More on that in just a moment. In Madison and points south and east, and well, there's kind of your answer. You can expect to get wet as we head towards 10 o'clock and as we go into the early morning hours of Wednesday, if you're going to be out and about at that point in time, or if you're having any driving late tonight, you're going to have the windshield wipers going during that point in time. But let's take a look and see where are those showers right now. Nothing on radar 3000. There's still some breaks in the skies out here on the patio. A little trip to the southwest over towards Platteville, over towards Lafayette County, maybe a couple raindrops starting to fall from the sky. Eventually, future track, though, really starts to paint the picture here. So here's the answer. Who's going to have the best chance for rain? Wisconsin River Valley towards Lone Rock. Watch this move up towards Madison as we get towards 8, 9, 10 o'clock. And then it gets just about as far north as Beaver Dam and areas to the south and east towards Janesville, over towards Elkhorn, Jefferson. You stand a better chance of seeing the rain shower activity, which is a different scenario than what we were painting last night, where we thought most of southern Wisconsin would see heavier rain, or would see rainfall tonight. Planning our evening Madison again by 8 or between 8 and 10 o'clock. That's when the drops will start falling. Coming up, though, in Maine weather, we'll show you again if you're wondering how much water can we expect for areas that do receive that rainfall tonight. And I'm also going to give you a sneak peek a week from now, a weather system that may transition us from rain showers to some snow showers.
Thank you, Alex. The Wisconsin Department of Health Services is once again urging Wisconsinites to protect themselves against respiratory viruses this holiday season. According to the most recent data, only 22% of Wisconsin residents have received their flu shot this season. Just 11% have received an updated COVID vaccination. Officials with the Wisconsin DHS say anytime is a good time for immunizations, but at least 2 weeks ahead of family holiday gatherings is the best time.
New data today from the Center for Disease Control and Prevention shows drug overdose deaths in the U.S. are continuing a downward trend. In the 12-month period ending June 30th, 97,000 people died from overdosing. That's down 14% from the 113,000 deaths in the previous 12-month period. The data per state is specifically marked as underreported due to incomplete data, but it shows a predicted decrease with about 300 less people dying from overdoses throughout the 12-month period ending in June than the same period the year prior.
Governor Evers and the Wisconsin Department of Workforce Development are announcing $1 million in grant money is now available for the Teacher Training and Recruitment Grant Program. The grants, which cover 2 years of program costs, are available through DWD's expanded Wisconsin Fast Forward program. Wisconsin nonprofit organizations can apply for up to $500,000 to recruit, train, and license teachers. Applications are due by December 16th. Wall Street drifting today after the latest inflation report comes in as expected. The Dow up 1%, the Nasdaq slipping 0.3%, and the S&P 500 up 0.02%. We've talked at length about dealing with frustration, hopelessness, and burnout after the presidential election.
But there's another emotion that can be hard to deal with in everyday life: rage. Arman Rahman shows us how people in the area are releasing that in a fun way.
This election season was a stressful one, whether or not you agreed with the results or if they made you kind of angry. One business in Sauk City said they're seeing more people channel that rage in a healthy way and release it. Or you might just be stressed out by something at work. Don't worry, I won't tell you who I'm thinking of in the newsroom when I do this. The aftermath of the election has been smashing book numbers at Disorderly Conduct in Sauk City. The owner tells me between now and Saturday they have about 46 sessions booked, which is very high for them.
Your sessions come with a certain number of baskets.
Amanda Chestnut opened the business last year after her father passed, and she found the anger stage of grief really overtook her. She says she understands how releasing that anger can be a good way to deal with a lot of situations that may be overwhelming.
They're feeling the anger of maybe their nominee didn't get elected. The election being sort of a key point in time where people are focused more on things maybe outside of their control. So they're feeling a little out of control and they want to come in and release some of that energy.
Anyone 16 and up can book a session online, get suited up, and choose from an array of dishes, electronics, and more to either throw or whack with weapons. The most common being baseball bats and sledgehammers. Coming up at 6, I'll go into the science of why releasing your rage in a way like this can actually be healthy. Reporting in Sauk City, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
Really hope Armand was not thinking of me during that.
Me too. What did I ever do to you, Armand?
Well, Disorderly Conduct also offers paint splatter rooms for downstairs for kids under 16 and for birthday parties.
I wonder what cleanup is like. Anyway, Wisconsin's leading scorer last season has committed to Arkansas State University. Chris Davis Jr. scored more than 1,000 points last season at Sun Prairie West. This season, he'll play at Sun Prairie East. He chose Arkansas because he says it felt like home.
I like a team that want to be together, coaching that'll push you to your fullest. And the way Coach Huggins coaches us, it's just like it feel like somebody that's gonna make me get better and help me get to the next level. Because the goal is to go to the NBA.
Davis's dad is Chris Davis Sr., the late Whitewater basketball legend, won 2 national championships and is the Warhawks' only athlete to win Player of the Year. Tonight at 5, Tanisha Shaw will report on the ways Davis Jr. plans to honor his father. Very nice.
And up on next at Live at 4, we're continuing our coverage of Anti-Bullying Week.
How Madison schools fight the problem and the resources that are available to you.
Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on December 5th at 5:30 p.m. to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free online educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on Classes and Events.
Come celebrate the season with Baraboo Furniture and Mattresses store-wide fall kickoff sale. Every department is on sale. Save an additional 25% off the lowest marked sales price on Smith Brothers and England living room sets. Save an additional 30% off Flex Steel furniture, 25% off Amish furniture. Every department is on sale in our beautiful showroom, including Ashley, reclining furniture, spring air mattresses, and much more. Hurry in today to the huge store-wide fall kickoff sale at Baraboo Furniture and Mattress, where your satisfaction is our guarantee.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value, plus no monthly payments until next year.
For an attractive offer, visit these GMC dealers today.
Dashing has been very helpful for me. Definitely brought me a significant amount of extra income and allowed me to comfortably pay my bills and live a lifestyle and get out and have some fun. Portable benefits would be great. It would allow me to afford health care, dental insurance, and vision insurance. That's great because, as you can see, I wear glasses. I will need to get more eye exams because I'm getting up there in age. I love the freedom and flexibility of Dashing, and portable benefits will give me an additional peace of mind.
Germs, dust, bacteria, unseen to the naked eye. They build up in your ductwork and contaminate the air you breathe. Gross! Breathe easier this winter. For a limited time, save $75 off on duct cleaning services and save $50 on whole home enhancing ionizer to really enhance your home's air quality. You and your family will breathe easier all winter long. But don't wait. These offers end soon. Schedule your service with Cardinal today.
Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on December 5th at 5:30 p.m. to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free online educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on classes and events.
Post-election stress hitting hard. We're taking you inside a local rage room to see how some are letting off steam. And brace yourself. Utility bills are on the rise. What it means for your budget tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Why was a transgender man serving time in a Dane County jail sent to solitary confinement?
They didn't know what to do with me.
I'm looking into how inmates are classified for placement within the jail's limited space, especially those who are transgender. Thursday at 6.
We are in the middle of Anti-Bullying Week. This is a time spent on shedding light on an issue that continues to affect many young people.
Our Jalen Banks joins us now with how the Madison Metropolitan School District tries to mitigate bullying.
Ellie and Brady, bullying unfortunately is still pretty common. And according to a study by the CDC, 1 in 5 high school students reported being bullied on high school property this past year. And some groups experience it more than others. That same study showed female students are more likely to experience bullying than male students, both online and on school property. The same can be said for students in the LGBTQ+ community, who are more likely to experience bullying than cisgender and heterosexual students. I spoke with the Madison Metropolitan School District, and they say a culture of understanding helps how they address bullying.
What is important is maybe an acknowledgement and a shift in us recognizing the importance and the impact that bullying has. And I think maybe that's what has changed in kind of our society, and certainly within our district, is that there is a recognition of the significance and the seriousness of bullying.
The CDC also says that 1 in 6 high school students experience bullying online. And tonight at 5, I will have more on the resources MMSD has for those who may have experienced bullying.
Thank you, Jalen. Well, people are traveling abroad, not just for vacation, though.
We'll show you where they're going for medical procedures. That's coming up next.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC turn your design dreams into reality. With customized solutions and quality products, our passion and expertise will help turn your room into a dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Oh, the weather. What's the chance of rain tomorrow?
Ooh, 80%.
I make it rain. I make it rain.
Speaking of making it rain, at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, we have an average 95% payout, which leads you to more chances of playing longer and more chances to win big. Play longer, win more, chances are you're gonna like it.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Hi, my name is Damian Clark. If you have both Medicare and Medicaid, I have some really encouraging news that you'll definitely want to hear. Depending on the plans available in your area, you may be eligible to get extra benefits with the Humana Medicare Advantage Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. Most plans include the Humana Healthy Options Allowance, a monthly allowance to help pay for eligible groceries, utilities, rent, and over-the-counter items. The Healthy Options Allowance is loaded onto a prepaid card each month, and whatever you don't spend carries over from each month. Plus, your doctor, hospital, and pharmacy may already be part of our large Humana networks. So call the number on your screen now and ask about a Humana Medicare Advantage Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. And remember, annual enrollment ends on December 7th. Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
With Chevy trucks, be ready for adventure. With power you can count on. Capability that doesn't compromise. A hard-working EV with more range than any competitor and the potential to take you anywhere. Qualified lessees can get this 2024 Silverado for around $449 a month. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Minwax makes it easy to stain and protect any wood project. Minwax Wood Finish is a penetrating oil-based wood stain that provides beautiful rich color in just one coat. Get a quart for $10.89 plus 11% rebate. Complete your project faster with Minwax Polycrylic Max. This water-based clear finish provides crystal clear protection and superior final appearance in just one coat. A quart is $26.96 plus 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
There is a look at the Capitol in downtown Madison. Very beautiful tonight. Yeah. Well, more Americans are traveling internationally these days, not just to see the sights, but for medical procedures.
Cosmetic surgery is high on the list. We talked with CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette about the trend.
Ellie and Brady, I'm at Montage Los Cabos, which is an area very popular for medical tourism with 3 private hospital networks. One medical tourism association says Americans save up to 70% on medical procedures here in Mexico. Another big country for medical tourism is Turkey.
Well, I used to do this one.
John Hagley, who splits his time between St. Louis and Los Angeles, enjoyed his recent trip to Turkey with his wife and their daughter Mabel. The actor also had a mission in Istanbul to get a hair transplant to look more like he did years ago.
My hair is a part of me, and I was getting an island up there, so I wanted to make sure it wasn't gonna be an island anymore. They take this whole part and say, this is your donor area.
Hagley underwent the procedure at Esinove Clinic located inside an Istanbul hospital. The clinic performs about 3,000 hair transplants a year. Overall, medical tourism brought more than 1.5 million people to Turkey last year. 50% of them received hair transplants. It's so common to see patients on Turkish Airlines, there's a well-known joke in the country.
It's called as Turkish Airlines.
A hair transplant costs $3,500 here at the clinic. That compares to $12,000 to $15,000 in the U.S. The price also includes transportation while in Istanbul and a 5-star hotel. The Turkish currency works in Americans' favor.
Ways for the doctor is much more cheaper, maybe 10 times cheaper when you compare any doctor in America.
The most common medical tourism procedures are cosmetic, fertility, and dental, with Americans typically seeking them in Mexico, Costa Rica, Colombia, Brazil, and Turkey. To address some of the risks, the nonprofit Medical Tourism Association says look for facilities that are accredited. Make sure you're comfortable with a doctor. Try to speak with former patients and comparison shop.
A lot of the really good providers will include that you're staying there for a certain amount of time in the country, and that it is going to include things that may happen because complications do happen during medical procedures.
Hagley says he felt safe and his procedure went well.
By a full year, I know that I'll have a full head of hair again.
Making this a rejuvenating trip.
And the Medical Tourism Association just launched a new partnership with MasterCard and a central website so you can book securely with vetted providers. Brady and Ellie?
And so how popular is Mexico for medical tourism?
Very popular. An estimated 3 million people come to Mexico every year for medical tourism, and around half of them are American.
I would go there just for that view that you have. That's very beautiful.
Yes. I cannot complain about my working conditions today.
Thank you, Wendy. Alex, should I go to Turkey, make my hair look even more intense?
Well, we've already discussed that you have the best head of hair in Madison. Just to be fully disclosed. Come on, Brady. Everybody knows that. Well, speaking of weather, as I try to transition here, temperatures will eventually slide down here into staying at 46, where the temperatures are going anywhere. Overall, we're going to have steady temperatures. That's because we have a weather system moving into the area that will bring some raindrops as we go towards 8 o'clock and then towards 10 o'clock in the evening. So as we plan our evening, those showers will eventually turn on. Nothing in Dane County right now. You got to go off to portions of southwestern Wisconsin where a few rain showers are starting to pop up And that shows up on Future Track. But watch what happens here as we go further into the evening. Those showers over southwestern Wisconsin really start to eye up 151 and areas to the south and east, as I was mentioning in our earlier 4 o'clock newscast. Maybe a couple of showers as we go towards 2-3 in southwestern Wisconsin, north and west of the Wisconsin River. But most of this is going to stay to the east, and the heavier amounts are also going to be from Madison and points off towards the east. 1/10 of an inch over southwestern Wisconsin, maybe 1/4 to 1/2 inch in the Madison area, and then 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch as you head towards the east over towards Milwaukee with this weather system. Now, I wanted to be first to let you know that there is the possibility that we could be looking at a little bit of a wintry mix as we go out into next week. Weather models are in pretty good agreement that a strong storm system will bring rain and breezy conditions by the time we get to Tuesday. Colder air funnels in behind that weather system Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and our snow shower chances will increase during that time frame. What might that look like? Now, looking at a weather model this far out, I want to exercise extreme caution, but I want to give you a glimpse at what our weather models are consistently showing. As we go next Tuesday into the wee hours of the morning, right at midnight, showers, maybe a clap of thunder, come through as a cold front moves through the area during the daytime on Tuesday. Notice the mixed precipitation and the snow activity off towards the north and towards the west. That's that cold air that's going to funnel down into southern Wisconsin as we go into Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, potentially even, bringing that potential for some snow shower activity as early as Wednesday, especially during the morning hours and the nighttime hours. So we'll be keeping a close eye on this. It does look like we have a decent chance as we go into that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe even into that Saturday time frame of seeing the first snowflakes of the winter season. If we get temperatures into the upper 20s at nighttime come Thursday night and then again Friday night, that will cool the ground, cool the pavement enough that Friday going into Saturday, if we still have precipitation around the area, that some of those snowflakes may actually stick to the ground. Now, exercise caution. This could change with the track of that weather event, but the First Warn Weather Team likes to be first to let you know when something impactful may be heading to the area, and we'll be keeping a close eye on that weather system next week. We'll be right back.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
This is the Ergo Smart Base from Tempur-Pedic, and it responds to snoring, so you don't have to. So no more nudging your partner or sleeping on the other side of the house, because the Tempur-Ergo Smart Base actually detects snoring, then automatically adjusts to help reduce it all night, every night.
Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Lumino is the first fluoride-free toothpaste I've ever found that actually works. My dentist was blown away with how clean and white my teeth are. My gums and teeth are so healthy, it's crazy. You can get Lumino toothpaste at Walmart and Target.
They say post it or it didn't happen. But out here, in the places we were made for, you'll have to take our word for it. Find somewhere the internet's never been. With a family of Broncos designed to get you there.
Lease a new Ford Bronco for $399 a month for 36 months, only at your local Wisconsin Ford dealer.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Post-election stress hitting hard. We're taking you inside a local rage room to see how some are letting off steam. And brace yourself. Utility bills are on the rise. What it means for your budget tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
UW Athletics is helping the Goodman Community Center provide thousands of Thanksgiving meals for families in Dane County again this year.
And we want you to join our holiday team. Every donation makes a difference. Donate today at goodmancenter.org.
Let's take a look at this. Volcane is an Apatosaurus, say that 3 times fast, dinosaur fossil currently living in Paris. It was originally found in Wyoming in 2018. And now this weekend, Volcane will be the largest and most complete dinosaur skeleton ever offered in auction.
It's expected to fetch up to $22 million. Whoever ends up buying Volcane will have a few added bonuses with the purchase, including the exclusive rights to officially rename the dinosaur.
I don't know. He looks like a volcane.
Yeah, I see it. It fits him.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Well, from Paris to London, hey, dinosaurs are getting a lot of love this week. This Tyrannosaurus Rex got festive for the holiday season at the Natural History Museum in London recently. And you can see the stylish T-Rex with his sweater and Santa hat. I think he's ready for some winter fun.
I would agree. The dino's giant sweater features the museum's newest prehistoric resident, Fern the Diplopoulos. Oh, wow, another hard one. Fern is a 13-foot tall and 22-foot long bronze statue. Visitors can see the Christmas T-Rex for free throughout the holiday season. I don't know how I feel about a dressed-up T-Rex. Do you like his outfit?
It looks nice, you know. I think the greens and the whites really go with Fern's skin tone there.
It really complements his colors.
Ho, ho, ho. We'll be right back.
After an accident, don't say anything and don't sign anything until you talk to Gruber Law Offices.
Call us first. We'll help get you the money you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Discover a level of comfort you never thought possible. Discover stressless seating at the Century House. Designed to harmonize with your body's natural movements, it's the premier destination for relaxation and rejuvenation. Right now, take 10% off all stressless recliners, sofas, tables, and ottomans. The Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
After my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me self-conscious.
Emotionally, it was really sad. Feeling good up here, but you look down and you don't.
After having my babies, it went a different direction. From here, it went to here, and I just couldn't get rid of that.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
I got the tummy tuck results without the tummy tuck downtime.
And I finally got the flat stomach I wanted.
I'm able to get back in my size 8 jeans. I feel sexy, I feel confident.
It feels good to feel good and look good. The mommy belly is gone.
Schedule your free, no obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-557-5298 or go to sonobello.com.
The future of cool, comfortable sleep is here. Introducing the new Sleep Number Climate Cool Smart Bed, the only smart bed in the world that actively cools and effortlessly adjusts to both of you. Sleep up to 15 degrees cooler on each side. It actively cools by drawing warm air away from your body to keep you cool and comfortable throughout the night. Our smart sleepers get 28 minutes more restful sleep per night. And now save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed, plus up to $500 off an adjustable base. Shop a Sleep Number store near you.
At Gruber Law Offices, winning is no accident. Our team knows what it takes to get you the compensation you deserve. If you've been injured, call us today. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
Tomorrow on Live